I hope we're all having a fantastic night. Let me know if you got some audio coming in. I'm not 100% sure. I'm thinking we're good. But what's going on, everybody? It's Throwback Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, Throw Punch Thursday, Throw It Down Thursday. And if you got someone living in your house and you don't want them there, it's Throw Them Out Thursday. Let's get right to the chat. We got Scott McNeil coming in with the first message, like always. Lourdes, Tessaman, Beach Bum Dave, Cheryl in the house, Ocean the Ocean Travels, Gene, Controversial Cruising, Scott, what is going on, my brother? I hope we are all having a fantastic night. Cameron Hawkins in the house. Oh, nice and quick. Deb in the house, Aaron and Todd in the house. What's going on, everybody? I hope we're having a fantastic night, and I am still living on the high that I was on alive on Tuesday night with the one, the only, the Godfather, the Tony B of La Lita Loca. Let me just let you in on a little secret. That was some of the best conversation I could have had pre and post live and even during the live. So if y'all came over from that live, I appreciate y'all for smashing that subscribe button. Welcome to the nation. You are in good hands, and I hope you are ready to have a fun adventure and ride over these next few months. Chuck Spencer with the captain's wheel. What's going on? You know what that means? That means Chuck Spencer is a member. Memberships are turned on, y'all. So if y'all want to become a member for as low as $5 a month, you can be a member. But I'm not here to tell y'all what to do. I'm just here to give y'all a good time. So without further ado, let's talk about the big thing we are all here for. We are talking about Utopia of the Seas. This time next Thursday, I will be in Port Canaveral with Tony, getting ready to board the one, the only, the world's newest cruise ship, Utopia of the Seas. It's crazy to think that I'm going to be getting on a cruise ship that is 3 times bigger than any other cruise ship I've been on. This is my first Royal Caribbean cruise, and I am super stoked and looking so forward to everything it has to offer. Kurt and Marcia in the house. What's going on, See Me Traveling? Boston Strikes, Pythons. What's going on? And Cheryl McGee asked a question. Do you and Tony play the same games at the casino? So it really depends, right? I like to throw some hot dice. I do not play 21 blackjack. I'm really not a big cards guy. If I do play cards, it's 3-card poker. I like to spin the roulette wheel, and I am a big-time slot machine player. So 90% of my points come from playing the slot machines on board the ships or land-based casinos. I've never played in a Royal Caribbean casino, obviously, so this will be the first time I get to do that. And I'm really excited, y'all. I'm really excited. I'm still living the high, right? Like, I just got off the Islander not that long ago. We're talking a few short weeks ago, I got off the Margaritaville at Sea Islander, and a few short weeks later, I am boarding the Utopia of the Seas. Now, I am going to tell you, I've been studying this deck plan over and over. I 100% am going to get lost on this ship. So I hope they have great Wi-Fi so I can text Tony through iMessage and be like, yo, bro, come find me. I think I'm lost. I don't know where I'm at. As long as I remember the room number, I think I should be good. So we'll see what happens. Loved your vlog from the Sun Princess, then saw you with Tony and thought you did an awesome job co-hosting with him. I appreciate that. Tony's a great guy. He's an awesome friend. And when I got the text message, I was like, yeah, man, I'll be there. No problem. So I rushed through work. I made sure to come home, get a little freshened up so I didn't stink when I was sitting next to the Godfather over there in the office. And we did it, right? Like, I was a little awkward in the beginning. It's a little weird. He's got so many people in that live chat. There's thousands of you people, and that is so awesome. I don't have thousands of people watching me. I have anywhere between 20 to 40 people watching on my live shows. So it's pretty awesome to see the behind the scenes of how many people actually are there on a weekly basis. It's insane. 100% insane. The craziest thing I've seen all week has been that. So, but Utopia of the Seas arrived in Port Canaveral today, getting ready to do its friends and family shakedown cruise and getting ready to get it 100% ready for paying passengers next week. Now, this is a great thing. I do enjoy the fact that the ship is already in Port Canaveral. I enjoy the fact that the ship is here because lately a lot of cruise ships have been late out of the shipbuilder, and it's nice to see a ship for once being not only on time but ahead of schedule. So it's really cool to see that. I'm looking forward to that cruise. We're doing a back-to-back 3 days and then 4 days. So I'm super stoked. I get to see the ship for 7 days. I'm not rushed on a quick little 3-day cruise, but it's nice to know that Royal Caribbean now offers a 3 and 4 day cruise on an Oasis class ship. So we're not just talking a smaller size ship here. We're talking one of the biggest ships. So I'm super, super stoked for that. Lourdes gets to go see the Utopia on Saturday. Hey, you live right there, lucky duck. Jenna in the house, what's going on? So I'm really excited for this. I'm going to be like a kid in a candy store. I don't know what to book. I'm texting Tony. Should I do this? Should I do that? What about this? What about that? And we're figuring out a few things. So we officially booked, well, he booked it ahead of me, but I got it booked now as the beach club. So we're going to do the adults only beach club. And I wanted to do some form of specialty dining. So I didn't book the specialty dining package, but I'm going to do something along the lines of the specialty dining once on board the ship. We are in a balcony for both cruises, so we'll get to enjoy a balcony room for both cruises. And I'm pretty sure they are ocean-facing balconies. They're not inside-facing balconies. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm going into it with an open mind like I do everything else. I go into every single cruise with an open mind. Things happen, right? It's a brand new ship, but there's going to be hiccups regardless. It's an inaugural cruise. There's bound to be hiccups. So I did the Celebration Transatlantic. When that first rolled out, there was a few hiccups, but they did a great job. I did the Islander the second week after it came out. There was a few hiccups, but they did a great job. So as long as I go into it with an open mind, I know I will have a good time. I'll be with Tony. I'll be with a lot of other amazing creators. I know Howie Cruise is going to be on there. Beach Please is going to be on there. There's going to be some other amazing cruisers that are going to be on that ship for the inaugural sailing. So it'll be awesome to be able to cruise with all of them and catch up with them again, for those that I have traveled with already. We are on a back-to-back. So we're both doing the back-to-back. We're on for a 3-day. We're on for a 4-day. And then back home we go. Tess Amon is the 3-day mainly vloggers. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. The 3-day cruise was open to anybody. The original sailing date was supposed to be the 4-day, which is the second leg of our voyage. But since the ship was out on time and ahead of schedule, they added an additional 3-day cruise to that in the beginning. That makes that now the new inaugural sailing. So I don't think it's just going to be filled with vloggers. I know there's going to be a lot of people on there, so there's going to be a lot of amazing content that comes in the very near future from Utopia. Now, I know there are supposed to be a few creators that are going to be on that ship, like Jordan, the ice dancer, the ice skater. She'll be on the ship. She creates content. I think Chris Wong is going to be on there. He creates content with Royal and all that stuff too. So we'll see what happens. Think you guys are going to meet the Godmother? I don't think so, Cheryl. I think the Godmother is on this shakedown sailing that's coming up. I don't think she's going to be on any other sailing after that. But if we do, it'll definitely be something we post, or whether it's Instagram, Facebook, one of the Facebook groups or something like that. We'll definitely post something about it. Looking forward to hearing your take on sailing RC. We're overwhelmed by the food and service on RC, but the entertainment is on point. So I've never done it, so I don't know what to look forward to. I know Tony keeps telling me I'm going to love it. I'm just going to go into it with an open mind. I hope I do love it. I love all things cruising, right? I've never had a bad cruise in my life. Doesn't matter how many times people around me have complained or had issues or things like that. I have never had a single bad sailing. I've never had nothing to complain about. I know things happen. I'm super, super stoked, super looking forward to it all. And I just can't wait to get to experience Carnival. And who knows, I might end up, or not Carnival, Royal. Looking at me, I got to do it. Carnival guy goes on Royal Caribbean for the first time. That's got to be a thing. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, getting to experience Royal. And who knows, at the end of this, I might be loyal to Royal. You never know. I know you love Princess. You'll definitely love Royal Caribbean, especially the new RC ship. Be ready to have your mind blown. You will be so excited. And you want to know what's crazy is the thing that I am excited for the most is to get into the elevator at midnight and watch them change it. So like be on the elevator at 11:55 and then ride all the way up or all the way down until 12:05 so I can record them changing the day in the elevator. That's really like the highlight of the cruise for me. That's one thing I really want to do. So I want to record that and turn it into a short. It's the little things in life that make you happy, right? Or should I say the Oasis class size of things in life that make you happy. Super excited for your first royal experience. So curious what you will think and how it will compare to Jubilee and Sun Princess. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I know it's going to be in the top tier of ships that I've been on. Just by looking at it, I am stoked at the way this ship is laid out. And it'll be the biggest ship that I've ever stepped foot on. We're talking about a ship that holds thousands upon thousands of people. Now, I'm definitely excited for large ships, right? Like Disney's got that ship that's going to be sailing out of Asia that they purchased from the Genting group that was originally supposed to hold 10,000 people. And I'm really stoked about trying that ship out eventually. But I don't know. I want to go into it happy, open-minded, enjoy myself, and take away the good, take away the bad. And we'll definitely do a full-fledged review on it from the ship. It'll be the last day. I'm definitely going to be pumping out content pretty quick. I mean, I'm going to be with Tony, so I gotta compete with a little bit of fast firing, should you say, with putting out content instead of my little laid back style of releasing it every once a week or something like that. So it's definitely going to be some fast fired content, that's for sure. Stuck on land. Cameron stuck on land until October. That's a given. Cameron will be on a ship back in October. Love the enthusiasm. Always got to have the enthusiasm, right? And Aaron, don't worry, because September, I'm looking at some things in September, specifically September 15th, if you know what I mean. Those elevators, seeing the changing of the days is epic. I really don't know why it's a big thing, but I definitely want to watch them change the dates in the elevators. I told Tony that too. Like before we went live the other day, he's like, "What's the one thing you're looking forward to?" I said, "Dude, to be honest, I want to watch them change the day in the elevator." It's the littlest things. Not saying anything was bad at all. We're definitely big Princess fans, but still enjoy other lines. We'll be on Sun Princess next, then NCL Prima after that. So I'm a huge Princess fan. I've been going on Princess since I was a kid. I believe everybody should cruise Princess. If you haven't, definitely give them a shot. Put them in your wheelhouse and give them a try. If you don't like them, you only missed out on one cruise, right? Definitely try them out. I love Princess. At the age of 35, I've been on more Princess cruises than anything. My daughter is going to be 11 years old, and she has been on, I want to say, at least 6 or 7 Princess cruises. So if we keep up with the same pace, by the time my daughter's 18, she'll be at the highest loyalty status with Princess. So absolutely love Princess. Best gift you've ever left your stateroom attendant. We've done money and socks. Socks are really a thing. So here's the thing, right? I usually bring some candy for the room attendant in the beginning of the cruise, and I bring some cash for the room attendant at the beginning of the cruise, and I leave some cash at the end. But throughout the cruise, I always ask the room attendant every port day if there's anything they need while out in port. I will gladly pick it up for them, whether it's personal products, shower products, razors, things like that. Every single port, I always ask the cabin steward if they need anything. And that right there goes a lot further than anything else you can do for a cabin steward. So definitely, if you want to do anything extra, ask them if there's anything they need, whether it's a case of soda, a case of water, some razors, some deodorant, some body wash, anything like that. Check that out. It's really a cool thing. It helps them out. And the sock thing is absolutely a big thing too. They always need extra socks. They're constantly on their feet all day. They can only do wash a few times a week. And socks are the one thing they don't ever pack enough of. So if you want to bring anything with you, bring some extra socks. Chris Wong talked about that a long time ago in one of his videos. So give that a try. They'll be very appreciative. What's your opinion about people being loyal to one brand with never trying another line? To me, the perks of loyalty benefits aren't worth the devotion to one line. Well, That used to be me. I've never been on any other cruise line until October of 2021 when I went on a Lolita Loca group cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras. So I was loyal to one brand for a very, very long time. I am no longer loyal to a brand. I'm what we call a brand virgin in some cruise lines, and that's why I'm a brand virgin, because I was so loyal to one brand. People like what they like. I'm not here to force feed anybody to another cruise line, but I say go into everything with an open mind, open expectations, have fun. It's a cruise. You might not have, everything that you were wishing for or hoping for, but there's still the one item that ruins your cruise, and that's you allowing things to ruin your cruise. No cruise is a bad cruise. The only cruise that's a bad cruise is the one that you allow it to be. So as long as you go into it with an open mind, you're going to have a good time no matter what cruise line you're on, no matter how old the ship is, any of that, you're still going to have a blast. And I wish I would have tried other lines a lot sooner. Glad you have a mentor, and Tony, 100%. 100%. Are you getting off the ship when you dock at different ports, or are you going to stay on the ship just so you can see everything? So the plan is to get off on Perfect Day at Coco Cay, because I've never been there. And I want to get off in Nassau because I haven't checked out the new port since it's been redone. I've been to Nassau probably 30 times now. But since the construction has been complete, I haven't seen the new terminal yet. So I definitely want to get off and check that out. But one of the cruises I probably will stay on for the whole thing. It'll most likely be the 4-day that I don't get off the ship at all. And I just film and check out the whole ship. He really is the same guy in person. Super nice. 100%. Oh my God, I've been watching Beach Please, but the sound was this live show. LOL. I was so confused. What ship are you going on September 15th? So, Tess, I'm looking to get back on the Margaritaville at Sea Islander in September. We'll see what happens. It's not 100% a guarantee yet, but we will definitely see what happens. They talk about you forever just for asking. 100%, man. It's the little things that go a long way. You guys staying in the same room on the back-to-back? No, unfortunately, we're not, because when we first booked, we booked the 4-day, and then I got an email from Royal saying that the ship was ahead of schedule and they were going to add a 3-day so we could book that as well. But when we booked it, we had one as a guaranteed cabin and one as a booked numbered cabin. So we didn't get the same cabins, but that's fine because now I get to show you 2 different balconies. I second that. Tony is absolutely awesome, extremely humble, 100%. Are you allowed to bring on sodas besides the first time you get on a Carnival ship? So you can bring on sodas at any port. There's been plenty of times where I've went and I've bought something because I like certain drinks. Like if you go to Mexico and you like the Coke in Mexico, you're more than welcome to buy some Coke in Mexico and bring it back on the ship. Coca-Cola, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about Coca-Cola. We're not talking about the other stuff. That's what we're talking about. So you're more than able to bring on anything. You don't have no issues with any of that. Nassau is gorgeous and love the new port. I'm jealous. I'll be there in a few days. Don't worry. A bad day at sea is still better than a good day at work. 100%. And me and Chuck got to experience a really bad day at sea back in April, heading into Bermuda from our transatlantic. It was super rough. Everybody was down and out for the count. And me and Chuck were the only 2 walking around the ship that day. So if you want to make a trip to NOLA, forget Margaritaville and join me, family and friends, for a big birthday celebration on the Carnival Liberty. I call old school Carnival for 7 days. Send me the information, Tess. Check out the elite offers that came out. There's a 12-day from Rome. That's to die for in September of 25. Lourdes, I have something booked around that time. I did get your message before the live show. So I do unfortunately have something booked right around that time of that cruise. But that is a very nice itinerary. Will G in the house. What is going on, brother? I hope you're having a great night. Yeah. Margaritaville at Sea is right in the backyard, literally a 40-minute ride, and I can hop on the ship. And the offers that they got out right now are absolutely insane. We're talking $250 a person for an inside cabin. So the rates right now for Margaritaville at Sea are absolutely insanely cheap compared to what some other cruise lines are. Now, I know there's a lot of people that say you get what you paid for, but trust me, it was well worth it. I enjoyed it. The ship was awesome. The staff was awesome. The food was awesome. Everything was great. It was epic. But I appreciate it, Tess. Shoot me a message over on Facebook. Send me all the information, and I'll look into it because nothing is set in stone yet. And it would be nice to get back to New Orleans. It's been a little while since I've been there. I like to try Margaritaville at Sea, but considering flight costs, not yet. Maybe a back-to-back in the next couple of years. Yeah, and it's crazy too because there's already rumor going around, rumor mill, that Margaritaville at Sea is getting ready to acquire another ship from the Costa Corporation. So we'll see how that goes. It's super hot over in Florida right now. It's not too bad. It's actually hotter in Virginia than it is in Florida. I was talking to Kurt yesterday, and it was like 99 up there, and the real feel was about 105, 110. And down here it was in the low 90s. So it really wasn't that bad here compared to up in Virginia, which is kind of weird that it works that way, but I'll take it. It is what it is. There is a new vlog dropping tomorrow. So Key West will drop tomorrow. It's not a very long vlog. It's about 8 minutes and 30 seconds, but that will drop tomorrow. If you are a member, you'll get it before everybody else. So it is scheduled to be a members only video first, and then it'll drop for everybody tomorrow night at 6 p.m. But that's it, y'all. That's the plan, right? So I got to pack. I haven't packed anything yet. And usually I take everything in a big camera bag when I take all the camera equipment. And when I was at Tony's office, he had this little sling bag, and I use a crossbody bag for work. It puts all my stuff in it. It's easier to carry. And that is literally the size of his camera bag. He puts everything in that. And I'm like, I take a carry-on bag full of so much stuff that I don't even use half the time. So I'm going to try and dummy it down a lot for this cruise. Take the bare essentials, the bare minimum of what I need for filming. And then I'm going to try and pack all of my clothes and everything in a carry-on bag for the whole week. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and travel 7 days in the carry-on bag and all my camera equipment in the one little crossbody backpack style bag that I have, and see if that works. I've seen pretty good reviews on the new MAST ship. The first one, reviews weren't so great. But I will say, hoping to try Virgin first. All depends on the cost and timing. I'm super stoked to get on Virgin. It's definitely one of those ships that I want to get on. I haven't gotten on it yet, but I definitely will be getting it on. Best Cozumel to do. Sanchos was good. Nauti was really laid back. You named two places I will never go. I used to go to Sanchos. Used to be my go-to spot, but for the last, I'd say 3 years, I've been going to Paradise Beach. 100% the only all-inclusive resort style place I will go to in Cozumel now. Paradise Beach is the best. The drinks always flow. They're nice and cold. They use the proper amount of alcohol. The food is great. The service is great. And it's got the largest heated pool on the whole island of Cozumel. So if you're looking for a great little place to go, Paradise Beach, that's where you want to go. Because it's winter in Australia and freezing our butts off. 23 today, 73 Fahrenheit, but that's cold for Queenslanders. 73 degrees is cold. I'd be loving that. It gets down to the 60s here, and I'm like, it's freezing. And I put a hoodie on. But I don't 73, that's gorgeous. I would love 73. Super stoked about Virgin, hoping to book in late of 25 on Paradise Beach. We need to keep it a secret so it don't get packed. That's the truth, right? Paradise Beach is awesome. I love it. It's an amazing place. And I started going there before a lot of other people started going there, right? So I started going there about 3-4 years ago. Definitely check it out. If Cozumel is on your list and you've already done Nachi, you've already done Sancho's, it doesn't hurt to try another place. They're all relatively the same price, but Paradise Beach, that's the place to go. 100% hands down, the only place I will go. 102 here today, but that's July. Yeah, and August is usually the hottest month here in Florida, so we'll see what happens. The RC product is pricey, but it is a great experience. Shows from them from the get go are awesome. So I'm really looking forward to the entertainment. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to a lot. I'm looking forward to that, the ice shows, the Broadway style theater shows, the comedy shows, things like that. I'm really looking forward to that. So I love a good show. I've never been one to stray away from a really good production show. And I heard that Royal Caribbean is the leader in production shows. So we'll see what happens. Everyone always tells me Royal Caribbean's got the best entertainment on the sea. We'll find out. The Vloggers Cruise. Yep, word is out with the Vloggers Cruise. That's for sure. Yeah, everybody done hit up Paradise Beach after that cruise. And that was a crazy cruise. I can't wait for them to do another one of those. That'll be a fun little cruise. That's for sure. That was a good cruise that time. It was great to see you with Tony the other day. I appreciate that, Tess. It was a nice live. It was good. It was enjoyable. I wasn't expecting it to happen, but it did. So I definitely enjoy that. How do you decide on what content to shoot for your audience, run and gun or loosely planned out? So it depends, right? It really depends on the port stops. Now, if it's a port that I've been to, I won't do any research. Now, if it's a port I haven't been to, like in my Europe vlogs, whether it's Greece or Italy, Spain, I always try to do a little bit of research on what is there. What's there to do? What's the local thing to do? I don't like to do the touristy stuff. I'm a firm believer in to experience a place, you have to experience it as a local. You have to eat as a local, you have to spend as a local, and you have to get around like a local. So I'm big on walking everywhere. I'm big on hitting mom and pop restaurants. I'm big on hitting mom and pop pastry shops, coffee shops, things like that. Free parks that people tend to go to walk their dogs or take their kids. I am a big believer in experiencing the local environment. That is my big thing. I'm also a frugal, friendly person when it comes to traveling. So a lot of my content that I film tends to be family oriented, frugal, friendly, local entertainment. That's what Barcelona, Spain is. It's the local Barcelona, Spain. Nobody wants to know all this hot tourist stuff, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. It's like Mexico. Everybody knows Cancun's the place to go. Cozumel's the place to be. If I went to Cancun, I'd be going all the way to Tulum or somewhere different that not a lot of people film about or talk about. I want that local experience. I don't want to buy tacos from a restaurant that says best tacos, beef and chicken. No, I want to buy tacos from the street where there's a chance that I might lose 20 pounds in the next 24 hours from eating said tacos. And it's a big risk you take, right? But that's how I like to film my content. I like to bring people the local environment. So when they go, hey, listen, I'm going to Corfu, Greece. Let's watch Corfu, Greece. How many people are showing you a video on Greece where they're getting into a cab, they're driving alongside the cliff all the way up 300-400 feet above sea level, and they're eating olives and tomatoes and feta cheese with olive oil and bread with the locals? You're sitting down and you're eating food with the local. You're not eating with a bunch of people that are on vacation in a restaurant. You're eating in someone's business, in someone's home. That's how I like to experience my vacation. And that's how I like to film all of my content. I like to find off the beaten path stuff. I like to find all that cool stuff and bring that to everybody. But there are a lot of videos that I do put a lot of time and effort into figuring out what I'm going to film, whether that's ship tours, room tours, port stops, interviews, one-on-ones, podcast style videos, things like that. So I definitely put a lot of time into a lot of it. A lot of research goes into a lot of ports that I haven't been to. And then I hate when I have to edit it because it doesn't always turn out the way it is in my brain. Yes, on the mom and pop coffee shops and the local stuff, 100%. Don't know if you still do it, but the first night on board, they have the parade on the boardwalk. That's really nice, like Carnival in New Orleans. So much fun. I'll definitely have to check that out. I avoid the typical tourist traps. They are overpriced and lower quality. I want the local experience. 100%. When I buy souvenirs, I don't want them to say made in China. Did you do Tony's members only vlog too? I did do Tony's well, the live stream the other night. I did 2 live streams with Tony. I did the Patreon live stream, and then I did the regular live stream, the 9 o'clock show, the late show. I have a niece that lives not too far from Barcelona, so whenever I manage to go, I have the local info. And that's perfect, right? Like going to the local spots, the markets, the local markets where people come and they buy their fresh produce or their fresh meats, whether it's cold cuts or, you know, whatever it is, nuts, berries, souvenirs, oils, things like that. I like to experience all of that local stuff. I don't want to be in the mass production market. That's not why I go to Barcelona. I'm a very big history buff. So I absolutely love learning about the culture, going to the castles, cathedrals, the fortresses. I love all of that. So anytime there's some really good local history, if you're on a cruise with me, 9 times out of 10, that's where we're going to go. So in Greece, they have a lot of souvenirs that on the back of them have a sticker that literally says made in Greece. So that way you know whether it was made in Greece or made in China. Now, there's going to be somebody out there that says, well, it's just a sticker. They could print the sticker and put it on there. You're absolutely right. But that's where you got to put a little bit of trust in humanity at that point. Bucket list non-cruise international destination. Folks are sleeping on Costa Rica. Costa Rica is great. I would love to go to Costa Rica. If we're talking about going somewhere that's non-cruise, I'm talking about Germany. I'm talking Poland. When all this settles down, potentially Russia. I'm talking like all these insane, crazy places. Bulgaria, Hungary. I just want to backpack through Europe. I don't want to go on a cruise. I don't want to do a river cruise. I want to backpack all the way through Europe. That's been a big thing for me. Seeing Europe every day would be ideal for me. Tokyo, Disney, 100%. That's on my bucket list, but I can get there by a cruise. So if I ever do a cruise to Japan, I go to Disney in Tokyo. That's definitely going to happen. I want to go to Disney in Paris. 100%. I'm a big Disney fan, so that's definitely on the list. But anywhere over in Europe, anywhere over in India, China, any Asian country, Philippines, man, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Off to bed, nighty night, all and Mike. See me, Kurt, Marsha. Y'all have a great night. I will see y'all in the morning. If y'all haven't checked out Kurt and Marsha, check them out. They go live every morning at 8 o'clock over there on See Me Traveling. I would love to go to China. Yeah, China would be great too. We like to get, obviously, a safe local driver to take us around, show us the best places, and tell us about their life. We did this in Indonesia and have done this elsewhere too. And that's a big thing, right? Like, that's a great thing. When we were in Bermuda, we all went together as a group. I think there was like 8 of us. It was all friends that went on that trip. We all got together. We all went into a cab with a local who literally took us to all the local spots. He took us to places that other tourists didn't get to go to. And it was cool because he explained some things about Bermuda and growing up there and how everything works for him and getting to learn about him. So that was a cool thing. Just being able to check all that out. Put a Disney character, I would have to say it would be Genie from Aladdin. But if you're going to go with Disney movie, it would be Lion King. It's just something about that movie. It always pulls on the heartstrings. But I'm literally covered from head to toe in Disney. And you know what? No, if I had to give you a character, it'd probably be Jack Skellington. Nightmare Before Christmas is hands down one of my favorite Disney movies. And I'm Disney all across my chest, and I got Disney all across my back. So all three of my kids' tattoos are Disney tattoos. My daughter's right here. She's got Ariel on the forearm. My son is on my chest with Disney lettering, and then my other son is on my back with a big Toy Story piece with his name. So Disney is definitely a big thing over here. Japan is definitely on the bucket list, 100%. I want to go during cherry blossom season. I want to go during the winter season. I want to go to Seoul, South Korea when it's snowing. There's so much stuff I want to do, and I hope to be able to get to do all of that eventually. With all the support that I get from everybody, it's great to know that there's people out there that want to watch my content that I put out. So I appreciate y'all for that very, very much. And on that note, let me invite y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button. As Tony would say, we're trying to get to 18 million likes by the time the show's over. I don't think either one of us are ever going to get to 18 million likes by the time the show's over. That was a fun tour, 100%. My TA cruise in April. I'll be there 6 days before the cruise and experience the Catalan country. Maybe take the train to Madrid. That'd be really nice, Lourdes. That'd be really nice. We're going again next month in cherry blossom season. See, that's when I want to go. I want to go cherry blossom season next year, not next month. That was an amazing tour, Scott. I had a lot of fun and interesting, 100%. Bermuda was awesome. That was my first time going there as well in April, and I'm really excited to get back there. For no particular reason, Disney is of no interest to me. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that have no interest in Disney, right? Like we were talking about it on that live the other day with Tony, and it's a little bit more interesting for me because I have 3 children. All of my kids are Disney appropriate ages. I don't have any grown kids that live on their own and don't have, have their families of their own. So my oldest is 12 at the moment and my youngest is 6. So I'm right in that Disney appropriate age for all 3 of them. But when I was a kid, I was one of 7. So we did things like the Jersey Shore and all that stuff. And I didn't get to experience Disney until 2007 when I went for my senior trip in high school. So when I went for my senior trip is when my love for Disney 100% completely took off. Just being that little kid again and going to the parks for that first time, that definitely did it for me. And I've been hooked ever since. So yeah, 18 million. 18 million. That's Tony's go-to number every time he talks about likes or subscribers or anything like that. We're trying to get to 18 million subscribers. We're trying to get to 18 million likes. That's what we're trying for. So, it's definitely funny. It's enjoyable, but it happens. Do any of you have any like videos you want to see from Utopia, short form or long form? I have 3 kids, still somehow never gotten to it. I'm not sure. Nothing against it. Well, Tess, do you know you can go to Epcot and you can drink around the world? You can drink around the world in Epcot. So you can start in one country and end in another country, and you can get a drink in every country. And by the time you make it around the world, you're going to be pretty tipsy. You know you can do that, right? Hey, listen, I'm a mathematician. How about we tend towards infinity? I'm all right with infinity subscribers. If we can get infinity subscribers, then I can do this every single day. I do know that, but it's so expensive. It really is. And that's where I started drinking certain beers. There was one beer I tried over there. Herferschuffer. It's a German beer, but it's a grapefruit beer. I fell in love with it. Absolutely fell in love with it. Lourdes says shows. I would love to know all about the Utopia. I'm definitely going to try my best to put out a lot of short form content as well as long form content. You're definitely going to see an embarkation day video. You're going to see a room tour video. You're going to see a full ship tour video. You're going to see a carnival guy tries the Windjammer buffet for the first time. You're going to see so much different stuff. I'm hoping I get a little bit of the behind the scenes access throughout the cruise. Hopefully that'll work too. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think a solid breakdown of embarkation is always good. Everyone is excited, and if you uncover the hurdles getting on, it makes the next person's experience much better. 100%. So I'll definitely do all of that. Definitely put that through there. How about their signature drinks and which bar they're at? So, Cheryl, I actually have a video idea written down. I do not have the drink package on this cruise. However, I do have an idea of making a bar video and going around to every bar on the ship. I'm obviously not going to have an alcoholic beverage at every bar on the ship because either two things are going to happen. I'm going to get to the max number of drinks allowed before I finish the bars, or I'm going to have to be poured off of the bar stool and into the cabin. So I figured I would go around to the bars. I would show the bar. I would show the bar menus, tell you where they're located, and then show you the drink menu and get myself a drink from said bar, whether it's a soda, water, or alcohol. I don't drink soda anymore, so it'll most likely be water or an alcoholic beverage. But we'll see what happens. But I do have that video as an idea. Find the hideouts in Utopia. I'll definitely look for the hideouts. I'll definitely look for the secret decks, things like that. I want to look for some crazy like stuff that people really don't see, that people just walk by and all that stuff. Mike, what's going on? Ron. I hope you're having a great night, brother. I hope everyone is doing well over there. I want to set up a time lapse of a deck chair claimer and see how long it takes for them to come back. Then ask why would it be why no. There's a big thing going around right now, especially in that Margaritaville group, that people are putting their towels on deck chairs and not coming back for like 8 hours. I really think I would just claim all of their stuff as mine, and that would be that. I'd have new beach towels, I'd have new flip flops, I'd have new headphones, I'd have a new book to read, anything like that. I don't think I would take their stuff. I'd be like, yo, bro, finders keepers. It's been here for 6 hours. I don't know what you've been told, but since I was a kid, if it's unclaimed, it's now mine. I could definitely include mocktails. I'll definitely show the whole menu and all of that. And some drinks I get. Like I said, I'm not gonna have an alcoholic beverage at every bar. That would be ridiculous, because at the end of that video, I'd probably need an AA meeting. An AA is for quitters. No, seriously, I'm joking. I don't drink like that, so definitely a lot of water, and that's all I really consume nowadays is water. And that one's empty, so here's the second cup. But yeah, I got some cool video ideas in mind. I know I'm going to end up being in some of Tony's videos. Tony's going to end up being in some of my videos. I'm probably going to end up being in a lot of other creator videos, and they're going to end up being in everybody's videos. There's going to be a lot of creators on board, but it's definitely going to be a great experience getting to check out that ship and all of that, and seeing all the crazy stuff that Royal Caribbean has put out for that ship. But man, when I tell you, like, that's a nice aft on that ship. I really look forward to getting on that ship. Let me see. I'm trying to pull up the deck plans here. Let's see. Utopia of the Seas. Skip that. I don't need to watch that video. Just take me to what I need to see. 6 days, 21 hours, 15 minutes, and 44 seconds until it goes out. It's got 8 hot tubs, 5 pools, 3 water slides, 21 dining venues. So there's more dining venues on this ship than meals I can eat in a day. 23 bars, 2 casinos. It's insane. Insanely huge. And Coco Cay is just as big. 7 beaches, 116 cabanas, 9 dining spots, 18 bars, 14 water slides, 72 day beds, 1 zip line, 5 pools, 7 beaches. It's ridiculous. Now, I would like to be able to meet the godmother, because it's Megan Trainor. Who wouldn't want to meet Megan Trainor? But we'll see what happens. I don't know if she'll still be on. I know she's getting on for the friends and family. But we're talking an insane ship here. Like, this ship is insane. Oh my god, this is huge. So we're talking 3, 6, 9, 12. We're talking 12 elevators at the forward elevator bank. 12 elevators at the mid elevator bank. Like, that is a lot of elevators. We're talking 12 elevators at every elevator bank. That is ridiculous. I just need to know what deck the food's on. That's what I need to know. I need to know where to go from the cabin to the food. So that's the big thing. Right, Lourdes, I'm all about that bass. You know what I mean? No treble. I'm no treble. I'm just all about that bass. Well, Hooked Seafood is on forward 16. So I know where that's at. I'm good. I can get shrimp. I'll be all right. Yeah, 2 casinos, because one's not enough, right? They need 2 to take all my money, Ron. Yep, like he said, because 1 isn't enough to take all my money. That's what I'm saying. 2 casinos. I only need 1. I'll be broke with 1. That's fine. The word Utopia always makes an invasion of some space station type place that we would flee to if the end of time comes. That would be great. Where are you going? I'm off to Utopia. There's no zombies on Utopia. So, but it's definitely it's insane. It's going to take me more than a week, Todd. It's going to take me more than a week. You're going to need a 2-week cruise to experience everything on that ship. I don't think you could do it in a 4-week cruise. I really don't. It's going to be hard. I think me and Tony are going to play some rock, paper, scissors to see who takes the lower decks and who takes the upper decks. And then we just share footage so we don't have to kill ourselves. How many solo cabins do they have a separate area for solo cruisers, like a lounge? I'm not 100% sure. But when in doubt, we can find out. Utopia of the Seas currently doesn't have any single cabins available for booking. Cruise rooms and suites on Utopia. Let's see. So that's just talking about suites. Yeah, I don't really see. Yeah, there's according to this, there's no solo cabins, which kind of stinks, right? Like, you should have at least some solo cabins. From luxurious suites to convenient connecting rooms to value-friendly options, you'll find the ideal accommodations for everyone in your crew, whether you're bougie or on a budget. Well, I'm always on a budget, so give me the crew cabins. I can tell you what, man, the the Royal Loft Suite, that thing looks, boy. If I was rich, I'd be staying in that. Put me up in that Royal Loft Suite. Got a hot tub on the balcony and everything. It'd be a hot tub time machine in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I swear to you, boy, I tell you what, I'll be going back to time. There's your video. Experiences versus Tony's. Yeah. Yeah. Vlogger competes with Godfather. Something like that. You could try mock booking and put one person, see what pops up. So even if you did that, 9 times out of 10, if they're going to try and always push you into a double occupancy room. But according to that article, there was no solo cabins. Let's see. Yeah, Scott played hooky today. I'm going to let them all know. What do you do when you stop at Costa Maya? So, Dan, when I go to Costa Maya, I like to get off and I get a cab and I go downtown, or I rent a golf cart and go to like the Crazy Lobster or things like that. That's typically the big thing that I do when I'm there. I really don't do too much in Costa Maya. I enjoy the beach. I enjoy Crazy Lobster. I enjoy some nice margaritas and some good food. So not bad at all. Scott, every booking that I'm looking at right now, the only thing I can find is interior. There's no solo cabin option for me to book. And we're all the way in September of 25. So definitely crazy. Crazy Lobster was really cool. Yeah, Crazy Lobster is a great little place to go. If you've never been, it's definitely a nice little place to check out. There's a lot of places right along the beach there. The golf carts is a really cool thing because you get to drive yourself around the island for a relatively inexpensive price. And then all of the places offer golf cart parking for guests to be able to park at. And usually they give you like a free drink or something like that just for showing up to their establishment. So you can do all of that. Yeah, Maya Chan Beach Resort's another good one. Thanks, Tess. Yeah, Maya Chan Beach Resort. That's another good thing that you could do when you're there. The ruins look small and not many excursions at that port. So not a lot of people know this, but Costa Maya was built by the cruise lines just as a destination to bring people to. Now, prior to, I want to say like the last 12 months, Costa Maya hasn't been as great as it is. Costa Maya is absolutely awesome now. They put in a newer pool. They put in a bigger pool. They put in an extra couple bars within the cruise port. So I think the next time I'm there, I'm not going anywhere. I think I'm just going to enjoy the cruise port for the day because they put a lot of new stuff in there. So for all you know, you might not even have to leave Costa Maya to do anything else. But definitely check it out. Crazy Lobster is an awesome little place to go to. That or the Drunken Monkey all the way down at the end, the very last bar. That's another cool spot to check out. Can't wait for the vlogs. They're going to come out quick, man. I'm going to be like Clint Eastwood in one of them Western movies, rapid fire. Pow, 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 pow. And they're just going to fly on out. Just know it's very rustic, which I like, but some people consider it sketchy. It's not. The port itself, it's okay, touristy and expensive. It's not bad, Tess. Ever since they redid it, the port mall and all that stuff is completely redone over the last few months. So I wouldn't do souvenir shopping there. You can always find stuff cheaper outside, but if you just want to go swimming or do something with the dolphins or something like that, you just do it right there in the port. Yeah, the Drunken Monkey, right? The Drunken Monkey. Yep. That's all the way down at the end. If you've hit the beach sand and it got really rough, you went too far. Turn around because he's right there. The place with the hammocks is right next to Crazy Lobster. That's where I got rooster boosted. Yeah, so Costa Maya they redid, they built onto it. So where you used to go out and get the golf cart, like right there. So if the last time you were there was the Vloggers Cruise almost 2 years ago, the where we would pick up the golf carts, that's no longer where you would get golf carts or get cabs from. That is now all a pool. There's a tiki bar there. There's a couple restaurants there. There's a few stores there. There's a pharmacy there. So that whole big loop where they used to have the tequila tasting area and then the guy that sold the tacos, those two things are there. But that loop that had that big water fountain in it, that's no longer there. There's a big pool there now. There's a big couple pharmacies, couple stores, couple tiki bars, and a big old pool. So that's a cool little place to check out now. If you just want to go and swim for the day, you can go there and it's free. It doesn't cost anything extra. I have the pics of Mike in the rooster in the hammock. Yeah, good old rooster booster. Any request for Aruba, Curacao, or Grand Turk leaving Saturday on the Vista? Lourdes, I can give you a great recommendation for Aruba. It's a place called Redfish. Get yourself a cab, go to Redfish. They have some great food at Redfish. One of my very first videos that I put out on the channel was in Aruba. Redfish was the place to go. Obviously, I hit the casinos right there. So there's a few casinos right outside in Aruba, but there's a great restaurant called Redfish if you're looking for some good local seafood. Curacao, the bridge, the Sway Bridge. What's the name of it? I can't remember. I think it's the Queen Mary Bridge. I want to say it's the Queen Mary Bridge. Could be wrong. It could be the Queen Anne Bridge. But there's a bridge in Curacao that if you're on it when it opens, it's a full bridge. It sways. It doesn't just split open. It sways all the way to the side. So definitely check that out. There you go. Test dropped it right there. So it's definitely a cool bridge. No, it's not. It's the Queen Emma Bridge. I was close. I said Queen Mary. The Queen Emma Bridge. It's a pontoon bridge. So definitely check that out. If it's getting ready to open, stand on it. You'll go across for a cool little ride, and then it'll bring you right back on over. So it's definitely a cool little thing to experience. And then Grand Turks, I always go to. Oh, what's the place I go to in Grand Turks? I go there all the time, and I don't know the name of it. Jack's Jerk Shack. There you go. If you're looking for some good food, Jack's Jerk Shack. Jack's Jerk Shack. Say that 3 times fast. It's a tongue twister. I promise. I'm not telling you to do anything to Jack that's very inappropriate. But Jack's Jerk Shack in Grand Turk, some of the best jerk chicken you can eat. Tell me what the hot jerk sauce. So good. So good. What are your thoughts on doing ABC Cruise? I love the Southern Caribbean. It's absolutely my favorite. If you can get all 3 in one, Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire, I'd say 100% book it and get it done. They had a pool when I was there for the vloggers, so maybe a new pool somewhere else. So the pool that you saw was the very first pool when you walked into the center. This is a big, massive pool that's all the way on the backside. It's definitely new. Where we pick up the golf carts and the taxi cabs from, that's no longer a parking lot. That is now a pool, a tiki bar, more shops, things like that. So it's definitely new. It's been built relatively in the last few months. Off the subject, was watching the podcast about Jubilee, and I can honestly say, as a New Yorker, I agree. Peppers on a Philly cheesesteak are an abomination. 100%. You don't put peppers on a Philly cheesesteak unless they're hot peppers. No peppers, man. It's onions, whiz, cheese, bang, roll, put it up, take a bite, stick it in your mouth. Enjoy it. That's an authentic Philly. Jerk chicken's so good. 100%. My bad. Test not a big deal. Don't mind bad. Get out of here, girl. No plans in the near future to go there, but good to know. Yep. I don't have any plans to go there in the near future, but there's always a possibility. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hanging out with me tonight. There will be no live show next Thursday, as I will be traveling with the one, the only, the Godfather, Tony B, all the way over to Port Canaveral. But I do appreciate y'all for hanging out with me tonight. On your way out, do me a big favor. Make sure you smash that like button. If you joined the membership tonight, I appreciate y'all. And tomorrow there's a new vlog dropping 6 p.m. for everybody, but it's coming early for members only. So until next time, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. I'll catch y'all later. Peace. I said peace.